In a time where people get offended by identifying as sliced bread, I think it's perfectly fine that I wear the Soviet Union jersey. And it's really interesting to see the people that get offended by what I'm wearing, while the same people can't seem to understand that dressing up in a trash bag is not style. At the same time, these people tend to make everything political for absolutely no reason other than it needs to fit their agenda for why they don't like the clothes that I'm wearing. No, Emily, me wearing a CCCP logo is not trying to undercut your ability to be a good person or even have freedom. I'm simply wearing it as a historical piece. Coming to the conclusion that what I'm wearing in any way is trying to offend you is like coming to the conclusion that McDonald's is responsible for Karens. It's like if you were to buy a shirt from Nordstrom, then set a bonfire in your backyard, throw all those clothes that you bought into that bonfire, and then blame Nordstrom for them not being fire retardant. I had a girl come up to me the other day and claim that what I was doing was extremely inappropriate and was not good for the political climate of our time. Now, I go to a primarily liberal school, and while I have absolutely no problem with that, I turned around, looked this girl straight in the eyes, and said, "My body, my choice." And she got really upset by that comment because it didn't fit her political agenda. It didn't go one way, and that really upset her. This girl then proceeded to tell me that I cannot use that argument because I am a male and she is a female. I then proceeded to calmly tell this girl that this was not a political statement and was rather just a historical representation of my family and the proudness I have in the country that I'm from. Like the vast majority of closed-minded e-girl Belle Delphine bathwater drinking TikTok users that are out there, she decided that my points were invalid because this is America and I'm not allowed to wear things that disregard or go against our political beliefs. Now, the best part of this is that she wasn't alone. Oh no, there were multiple other people with her who all witnessed the same thing, and one of them actually ended up being a hockey player about my age. Now, when I was done arguing with this liberal, I decided to be on my way, and this young man actually caught up to me and apologized, which I really appreciated. And he told me that he really understood and was glad that I was representing such a fine piece of historical accuracy. Now, this man really gave me some hope, because lately, looking at the news, it's very difficult to see even a single neuron firing in any of these people's brains. It's like arguing with a child. It's like telling them 2 plus 2 equals 4 and them telling me that it's 5, even though it's mathematically proven that it's 4. Yet they'll still try and tell you that it's 5, with absolutely no evidence to back it up, which is exactly what happened with the situation with this girl. She came in hot-headed with no information as to why I could have possibly been wrong, other than the fact that she didn't like it, and she felt that she needed to stretch her on somebody today. Now, this isn't the first scenario I've had with people judging me on what I'm wearing. I definitely don't dress all indie and edgy and put black makeup all over my eyes and try and make myself look like the most deep main character to ever live. I understand how me wearing a bright red jersey that often has negative connotations can look like I'm seeking attention, but people also have to understand that just because you're wearing Vans, that does not make you a basic white bitch. Just like me wearing a piece of history on my body doesn't make me a communist, nor does wearing a certain piece of clothing that identifies with a particular group make you associated with the stereotypes of that group. To get one thing straight, I'm not the biggest fan of communism, and I certainly don't think that that idea needs to be implemented here. I wear this jersey to signify everything that my family fought for to come over to this great country. And I didn't take any offense to what this girl said simply due to the fact that she clearly didn't understand what it is that I'm wearing. And to be more accurate in what this jersey means, in 1980s, the United States hockey team was full of college players who were taking on the greatest team in the world, the Soviet Union, and it was the biggest upset of all time because the United States ended up winning. However, the USSR still remains the best hockey team to ever live, period. And I wear this jersey as a significance of greatness, not for its political undertones and Stalin's demonic reign, but more to signify the positive. And I guess to an extent you can say that I'm trying to find positive and negative, and anyone with half a brain cell would have looked at me wearing this jersey and maybe possibly respected it. And I know it's extremely dangerous to be wearing something like this in public, but you know what? I also don't care. Because if you're willing to judge someone based on what they're wearing, you obviously have no idea how to be a half-decent human being, and you shouldn't be allowed to vote, or let alone do anything that requires somewhat of attention. So if you watching this video ever feel the need to look at what someone's wearing and judge their personality based on that, please leave my channel and don't come back.